Hey, hello, thank you so much for joining in. So this is my first video in 2026. In this video I'll be painting a scenery, a beautiful watercolor landscape, and let me introduce you to the mediums and sketchbooks that I'll be using today. So I'll be using this sketchbook, which is from Domes, and I did not have any watercolor based sketchbook, so I am painting in this sketch pad, in which you can see the GSM is right there, 150 GSM. Actually, when we are painting with watercolor, it's better to have a higher GSM paper, especially if you have a 300 GSM paper, then it will be really great. But I am doing as in a very affordable way. And for the brushes, I'll be using Domes brushes, as well as they are very affordable and can be found in any stationery shop around you. So these are all the round brushes that I'll be using, and this is also the watercolor brush that I have used in this video, and I have this one as my watercolor. It looks very antique. I have brought it many years ago, but it still works. So let me share you something. So whenever we are working with watercolor or any water-based colors, so what we preferably do, what the main artists usually do is they use the higher GSM papers, okay? But the thing is, like, if we do not have a higher GSM paper and then we stop ourselves that I don't have this and I don't have that, then that's a scarcity mindset and all that. We just have to have something and we just want to paint. So here I am motivating you for this only because me myself also am using a watercolor and water-based color, and I am using a low GSM paper. Still, this painting has been made. I have made this painting whole solely by using only watercolor in a low GSM paper. And in the starting of the video, I've also shown you the GSM that it is too bright written. I hope it's visible. 150. Okay, so let's not stop when we do not have a higher GSM paper. We can just try, and the main thing that we need to keep in our mind while working with low GSM paper and water-based color is, once the first layer dries, we have to wait and we have to be patient till the first layer dries. Okay, firstly you have to dry the first layer. After that, when the first layer is dried completely, then use the second layer. We'll work on layer by layer. I've made that painting based on that technique only. You can use dry on dry or wet on wet. Wet on wet technique will make it a little bit greasy, or the paper will be more flaky if we'll use a lot of water. It's preferred to use a little less water in case of this. Or in the higher GSM, what happens is we can use as much water as we want, but here we will use less water, but also we'll work on layers and layers of paint. Firstly, a base layer. After that, we are going to work on layers. I have few more examples in my sketch copy where I have used watercolor and was still able to paint it. See, this one's another painting. Okay, this one is another painting. I'm telling okay a lot, but to make you understand it, see, there's no watercolor like the smudginess or something like that. This is also a watercolor. This was also watercolor. So you can use watercolor on low GSM papers also, but by working on layers. That's the main thing that we have to keep in our mind. There is one more example that I'm not able to find. Okay, this one. See, this one is also watercolor. This one is also the watercolor that I have used. And here's a little bit, because I've used a lot of water that day, okay, at that particular time I've used a lots and lots of water out here, therefore there is a little bit paint in it. Or else, as I've learned that using less waters and working in layers can make a huge difference, and you can see the difference here. So this was the few examples that I wanted to share with you. And just don't stop yourself from painting just because you do not have a particular sheet or particular sketch copy or a particular paint that you always dreamed of having. You just have to sit there and paint and continue, keep your creativity flow. That's the most important thing that you can do that you can give to yourself actually. So that's the greatest gift that you have got, and you have to be consistent enough to continue it. So I have been late in this this year for posting videos because I was enjoying my life, slowing down and reading a lots of books. As you can see, you still see the stacks of books that I have, and recently I am reading A Little Life, which is very heavy and a very sentimental book, but I am in its first few pages and I'm really enjoying it. I really like it, so I hope you'll enjoy this video, and also thank you so much for joining in.